Boom! What's up, everybody? Welcome back to The Perfect Bag. My name's Clint, and it is time for another one-take bag review. Today, I am so hyped. I've been wanting to talk to you about this bag for a long time. What is this? This is, well, it's written right here. This is the Snacktime Sling, made fresh by Data Crew LA. This is one of the most requested bags on the channel. Everybody has wanted me to review this bag. Everybody has wanted me to test this out. It is a super premium X-Pack Sling. That's right. It is a super premium X-Pack Sling from Data Crew. Super premium comes with a super big price point. We'll talk about that a little bit later, but this is a really kind of niche product, and a niche, well, it's a niche of products. Let's see, what have I reviewed in this lane? Well, Mr. Trigger from Camel Chops, like a $200 sling bag. The Good Works Boogie Bag, that's up there in price as well. So we're talking about some fantastic bags, but also the very top end of price point, okay? So I'm excited to get into it, and I'm excited to talk through all the details on this bag. You know what we do on this channel. We do one-take bag reviews. That means you're going to get a full walkthrough of the exterior of the bag, a full walkthrough of the interior of the bag. Then, as always, two things I like about the bag, two things that could be better. Let's get into it, everybody. The Snacktime Sling from Data Crew LA, made in LA, small shop, handmade, small batch, craft, whatever word you want to use. It is, I will go ahead and say, spoiler alert, a very good bag. Okay, let's talk about the exterior first. On the exterior, you've got this forest green, hunter green X-Pack. I love X-Pack. You've got the Aqua Guard zippers. You've got heat shrink wrapped paracord for the zipper pulls. Feels very premium, feels very nice. You've got zipper garages. You've got zipper pulls to pull against. We'll talk about this opening here in a second, but you've got a really wide opening on this bag. 2 zippers, so you can leave the zippers anywhere and they'll stay where you parked them. Over here, you've got the branding for the bag. And then obviously you've got a pretty gigantic hook and loop field here. Data Crew also sells a whole bunch. These are 2 of the hook and loop patches that they sell, the morale patches. Let's take these off. I'll show you what it looks like just bare. Very important, never forget. All right, that's if you just go with the fuzzy look. And then Data Crew also sells their own patches. There you go. There's a big giant one right here that they sell. Pretty cool stuff. All right. And definitely a unique look and feel to the brand. Feels like almost like a street art vibe. And it feels very LA to me as well. So some really cool artwork with their stuff. And certainly the character or mascot of the brand, the skeleton dude here, it's just pretty rocking. I love the aesthetic. I love the look and feel of the brand. And it certainly has its own unique vibe. And it's not too serious. Some of the other brands out there are very serious feeling and very, pew CCW feeling and tactical feeling. This brand is funky, it's fresh, it's got a street vibe. I like it a lot. All right, Snacktime Sling. You've got something else interesting going on over on this side that I just wanted to talk about. There is no proper handle on this bag, but this little loop right here functions as a grab handle too. So, I found myself initially wanting a grab handle on the top or on the back of this bag, but then I realized that I can just grab this hook right here. And also there's some stretch right here on this part of the sling. Like, this is so innovative. I actually really like this. So the inclusion of this little bit of elastic stretch right here, now I don't know if that's a failure point over time. I haven't used this bag long enough, but I don't think so. But this little bit of stretch means that if you grab the sling right here, it's got a little bit of give to it, and it just feels very nice. And when you wear it, just this one little bit of elastic stretch makes all the difference in the world for comfort. Yeah, it just feels really good. So I didn't realize until I started using the sling how important this 2 inches of elastic is to the quality of experience with using the sling. And it's really hard to explain why that matters, but once you start using the sling, you'll find yourself really appreciating that it's got that little bit of give to it. It just feels very comfortable. All right, the sling itself, the strap is a 2-inch nylon strap. It is not the seatbelt fabric. And for a small sling like this, I actually appreciate the grippiness of this. I'm glad that they also went with a 2-inch rather than a 1-inch strap. So the sling stays in place for the most part. All slings will slide a little bit if they're overloaded. You've got a strap keeper here, a little elastic strap keeper, and then it's a quick release fidlock buckle. At the end of the video, I will, of course, show myself wearing this bag in a variety of ways, across my chest, across my back, across one shoulder, just to show you what it looks like. All right, I think it's time. We should start talking pockets. You can see that the X-Pack continues all over, the AquaGuard continues all over. This back zipper doesn't have, they're all YKK as you would expect. All the hardware is the best hardware. It's all, you know, name brand good gear. The hardware is great. It's all Fidlock and YKK and all that, and official X-Pack and all that. All right. There is no heat shrink on this one, though, on the zipper pull, because that would poke you in the chest. So this is a lay flat zipper, which is good. Let's start in the back here. It's a simple pocket. We'll open it up, and you can see orange, a pop of orange. And you can see I've just tossed my wallet back here. This is also a good pocket for a cell phone. You know, as time went on, I found myself a little wistful, kind of wishing that this was just a magnet pocket on the back that kind of pulled open for quicker access than a zip. But, you know, that's just a redesign, probably not necessary. All right, front pocket, unzip, and you can see you've got kind of this hard shell almost on this bag, and that's one of the interesting features of this bag is it really retains its shape. There's a lot of slings out there that are pretty obsessed with compression, like the idea that when it's not full you want to make it as flat as possible. This sling says, you know, forget that. We're going to be as ovoid as possible, and we're going to retain our shape. There's good structure to this sling. I'm a big fan of that. I don't think, you know, I don't need my bag to feel like it's not there when I'm wearing it, whether it's, you know, empty or not. This thing has structure, retains its shape, and unapologetically is present. When you're wearing it, you feel it, not because it's heavy, but because of the dimension of the bag, okay? So this front pocket, I've got my AirPods in there, and Colonel Ichabod mustache comb, which is the best mustache comb in the entire industry. If you know, you know. All right. Orange, nothing fancy in this pocket. No key leash in here, which might have been a nice addition. No D-ring in there, just a pocket. We'll close that. And then we'll get into the main event here, the main compartment. And first off, I want to show you that this thing zips all the way down to the base of the bag. That doesn't cause any major flop over issues because of the kind of angular zippers here, but it does give you full wide open access to this sling. This is how it flops open as you're wearing it, and it feels very roomy in here, very roomy, like all the EDC that you could ever want. What have I put in here? Well, let's get the main compartment out of the way first. My battery backup, my car keys, magnet cord, iPhone. So tons of space in this main compartment. It just, I mean, check this thing out. I mean, there's a big chunky battery. You're not going to put big headphones in here. They just won't fit and close, but you can see kind of there is a ton of space in this main compartment. So lots of space. We'll say 2 fists, lots of space. All right. zippered pocket up front. I've got Worry Stone, I've got my air tag, and some blue light blocking glasses in there. And you can see it's just one pocket with mesh. On the back here, we've got an organizer. And this organizer is really, really neat. So we'll take out the multi-tool, the Neosporin, my pocket knife, flashlight, and Sharpie. And you can see that this actually has a little hook and loop organizer here. Pretty cool. Nice. And then slip pocket, stretchy pocket, slip pocket, stretchy pocket, stretchy pocket. Really cool. And you'll also see that this comes out. Pretty neat. So you could put a, holster back here for hook and loop. You could put another accessory back here. Yeah, it's very versatile with this hook and loop field in the back. I like that it's just a big, wide open space. There is a lot of room in this thing. Hold on, I'll grab a soda so you can see kind of how big this thing is. So here is a 20-ounce Coke Zero, just so you can see space-wise how big this thing is and kind of what fits. There you go. So we've got two 20-ounce sodas fit into this thing. That is a good amount of space. Obviously not designed to carry drinks in that way, but I wanted to give you a sense of just how roomy this thing actually feels when you are using it. Okay, that's the walkthrough. Now it's time to talk about two things that I like about this bag. First off, wow. The space on this thing feels great. So in this kind of size band, this sling may pull off a roomy feel better than any other sling that I have. And what I love about it is that this sling is mostly about the main compartment. I've got a lot of crossbodies in this size that you can't tell which one really is the main compartment. And the only one that I've got that really feel this kind of main compartment forward in terms of volume are the Evergood slings and the 1733 slings. But this one feels more compact and tighter and smaller while still achieving that feel of you've got space. All the space that you would need for anything that would possibly be in your EDC south of a tablet. So this is not an iPad mini bag. This is not a tablet bag. This is certainly not a laptop bag. But goodness gracious, it is a great little, EDC runaround bag. It's really good for that. And that's the first thing, the volume that I really like. The second thing that I really like is the strap setup. So I went back and forth. Did I want a seatbelt strap? Did I want that? So here's another bag that's kind of in this kind of lane, and you can see it's got the shiny seatbelt strap. I could go either way, but I do appreciate this little bit of stretch here. I hadn't seen it before. I don't have any other bag that has it. I love these little attachment points, these little hooks, because they function as grab handles. And then I love this little bit of stretch. It makes the sling a ton more comfortable. I don't know. I love these little innovations like this. They're so fun. This little bit of stretch just makes the sling more fun to use and more comfortable. Like, shout out to Data Crew. It's good stuff. It really is. So I should also say, another thing that I like is this is really well made. Like, this is tight. Everything is exactly where it should be. All the hardware, all the materials are all super premium. This is well made. No zipper pops, no bit of fabric feels like it's in slightly the wrong, nothing. It all feels meticulously built out and very tight. No weird angles, nothing off. It sometimes with, small batch products, there's not quality control issues, but just a little bit of wonkiness. It feels handmade. If I was on the British baking show, I would say, well, that feels a little rustic. But I don't know. Are y'all British baking show fans? Am I allowed to use British baking show metaphors or analogies on this channel? I don't know. But yeah, it feels a little rustic. This does not feel rustic. This feels meticulously crafted, which is really interesting because the brand feels funky and fun, but the attention to detail is buttoned up. Obviously, this is just one example, but man, it looks exactly like the picture. It looks exactly, every stitch, every corner, everything looks exactly like what you ordered off the website, which is cool. And then the actual accessories that are available, the patches that are available, everything in the brand feels tight, like really, really nice, like high quality, well-made stuff out of LA, out of the USA. So really cool stuff. And you can see, you're buying a made in the USA product. And it's really, really well made in the USA. All right. So those are the things that I really like about the bag. I like the quality. I like the stretchiness on the strap and the construction of the strap. And then I like the attention to volume and sense of space in the main compartment. All really good. A couple of things that I think could be better. And it's just little nitpicky things. I would have loved a D-ring in this front compartment so I could clip things in. Just a personal thing that I like in my sling bags. I like a D-ring or a very, very small key leash. Not included in this, but that's something that I would have liked somewhere either in the main compartment or ideally in this front compartment. The other thing that I found myself not enjoying or not loving the back pocket as much as the other two pockets. And I think that's pretty typical on a sling. But I was thinking maybe it might be an opportunity down the road to do a kind of snap magnet closure there, or really tight with elastic and stretch back pocket so that it really is a quick access and you can use it to drop your cell phone in on the back here. But I do recognize that most people probably want a zipper closure back here for security. All right. Those are, like I said, I am nitpicking like crazy. Like crazy. Okay? All right. So, overall impressions. Fantastic bag. Like, this thing is dope as heck. I really enjoyed testing this. I really enjoyed getting to use this bag. I think this is a really fun sling. It is now in my top 5 crossbody slings, but there's a problem. It's just really expensive. So if money is no object, get the bag. It's cool. Like, it's really good. But you're going to pay $275 as of the shooting of this video. You're getting a made in the USA product. You're getting a high quality product with the best possible, I almost said ingredients because I'm still stuck on the British baking show, but the best possible materials. It's really good. It's really well made. It's really fun. It's really pricey. I mean, that costs as much as a really nice backpack. But if it is something you're going to wear for a long time and use every day, you might want to step up, drop the money. This is in that category. Like I said, the GoodWorks Boogie Bag is in this category. The Data Crew Snacktime Sling, the Camel Chops Mr. Trigger, some of the Waterfield Designs sling bags. It's all, and I pulled up this kind of Bounce Design Labs DC4 because it's kind of in this same niche. Now, with Bounce Design Labs, you're getting a lot more pockets, like you're getting pocket crazy. This is a much more minimalist. It's not even minimalist, but it's more, I guess everything's more minimalist than a DC4. But yeah, this is a cheaper option, but like I said, if you've got the money and you're looking for kind of best of the best, like this is right up there for me. And it just then comes down to what kind of form factor do you want? When you looked at this bag and we did the walkthrough, did you say, oh my God, that would fit my EDC perfectly? Then you might want to save up the money and grab yourself a Snacktime sling, especially in this green X pack. It's really good. So this gets my seal of approval. I love this thing. I think it's really good, but I also recognize that it might be out of your budget. If it is out of your budget, number one, cool, no worries. You do have other options out there. You can get an alpaca sling in green X pack for cheaper. I don't like it as much, but it is kind of in the same vein of look and feel, some of the alpaca slings. And then this Bounce Design Lab sling is another well-made crossbody sling that I enjoy that is at a lower price point. It's still a premium product. It's still not cheap, but it is kind of at a lower price point than the Data Crew sling is. But this review is about the Data Crew sling. I really, really enjoy it. It feels tight. It feels well made. It looks good. It feels fun to use. It's a very good sling bag. Love that I got a chance to use it. All right, everybody. It's time for me to wear this sling for your enjoyment. If you have any other questions about this bag, please drop them in the comments. I would love to answer them. To the team at Data Crew LA, great bag. Great bag. You're killing it. I finally, I famously in my own mind, when I got my hands on the GoodWorks Boogie bag, finally I was like, I don't like it very much. I finally got my hands on this one and I'm like, I love it. It's really good. All right, everybody, thanks so much. Hope you enjoyed the review. Please, 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 please visit the subreddit, The Perfect Bag, over on Reddit. And as always, thank you for the love and the support, and we will see you next time. Bye for now, everybody.